She's a timer. What time is it?
Neve, here.
Ah.
It has already started, right?
Yeah. I do it sideways.
They can hear you.
No one's on yet. You can't turn your phone while I rotate your device. I can't?
Why does my papers keep on disappearing?
Which papers, baby? These? Okay, just hold them right there.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Just pay attention right here. I'm going to start here. Okay guys, so I'm just giving everybody a few minutes to log on. Today we're going to be learning how to create puppets for an all-time favorite story, The Three Little Pigs. So I'm just going to give people a little bit more time, a few more minutes to be able to join before we begin. Keep it vertical, the phone. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just waiting a little bit longer, guys.
Can I reject it?
No.
You were supposed to have gotten that beforehand. Can you stop?
It's okay.
You know that we already started, right? Yes.
There's
Yeah,
like
we're just
14
waiting for
people
people to log
on.
on.
There's already 14 people on.
You want to go and get it or what so you can feel more comfortable?
I don't know.
Go ahead. Hurry quickly before we begin. And then move what?
My foot's not in it.
Okay.
Ow.
How many are right now?
14.
14? And just wait for Elijah to come back home. Okay, so I think that's been enough time. So again, I wanted to tell everyone hello for joining. Thank you for joining today. And today we're going to be learning how to create puppets. And it's for an all-time favorite, The Three Little Pigs. And it's just one of my personal favorites. I grew up with my mom telling me the story. And it was just really enjoyable. So we're going to learn how to create those puppets. So hello again, everyone. My name is Marcella Huerta. I'm a youth program director for Behavioral Health Solutions of South Texas. I currently oversee Zapata, Jim Hogg, Brooks, Kennedy, and Clayburgh counties. As part of my role with the agency, we are to provide Youth Prevention Universal Services, which is YPU, to promote a proactive process to address health and wellness for youth, families, and communities by enhancing protective factors that increase knowledge, skills, and attitudes for making healthy choices. So for today's Facebook Live, I will be utilizing my children's assistants. My daughter is recording, and her name is Neve. So I'll also be utilizing my boy's help. This is Elijah. Say hi, Elijah.
Hi.
Look at the camera and say hi.
Hi.
And this is Isaiah. Can you see Isaiah?
No.
Say hi. They're a little bit shy. This is a little bit different to us. With everything that's happening in today's world, we're having to learn new ways to do things. and it's very challenging when we're used to being in person with people. So this is something new for me to adjust to. This is something for my children to adjust to, and we're also going to be bonding during this experience. So during this activity, we will be identifying substance-free activities which offset the attraction to alcohol, tobacco, and other drug use. So the protective factor that I'm going to be introducing today is a family bonding activity. Of course, it's fun, and everything that we will be utilizing today can be found at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, Walmart, whatever store you have in your community. So I'm just going to go over the materials that are needed. That way, if you do have any of these things laying around, it gives you some time to round everything up if you didn't do it beforehand. That way we can start and begin our activity, because after we create our puppets, we're going to do a little play. And we're going to use a link that I found off of YouTube. So the first things that I wanted to go over is what you're going to create those puppets on. So you can either use manila folders, just plain white paper, or you can use like writing paper. I know the kids have a lot of stuff left over, especially that school has been canceled for the remainder of the year. So what I did, I was able, when I was researching an activity for this this Facebook Live, I went to a website that I found. It's called learncreatelove.com, and there's different things that you can get from that website. There's printables, activities, animal crafts, holiday crafts, seasonal crafts, printable letters and numbers, activities and play. And the reason why I chose this activity is because since school is closed, there are lots of pre-K children and kindergarten children, first graders and up, that are bored with nothing else to do. Parents are trying to juggle work. They're trying to juggle work, going to the store, keeping up with everything at the house, and it's just been challenging for everybody. So I thought of a way that I could engage my children's help and assistance and also, have fun. We usually are constantly laughing. We're always making jokes, always playing around. We love listening to music. So this was just one way for us to get really creative. And so at that website, it gave me a template. Unfortunately, I couldn't share it on the Facebook Live, but I have the template that I opened up. That way I can show you real quick. You want to come forward? So you could see just exactly what I have. So it's the 3 Little Pigs, printable crafts, and storytime play. And in that template, it shows what you'll be needing to create your puppets. So you can draw them yourself, or you can, lay your screen flat and trace them. Because right now, pretty much in every household, there is a laptop or a computer available. Because there's lots of distance learning going on, working from home. So these are the things that we're going to be drawing. So I already went ahead, you can come back to me. I already went ahead and I pre-traced everything. That way it would be easier for my boys, because I have both of them. They're going to create their own puppets. So I did the first draft, and I laid down my screen and I lightly traced over, and I got, this is the brick house. We have the house made of sticks. Can you see? And we have the house made of straw. And then on this one, I have the 3 Little Pigs, the big bad wolf. So I already pre-traced them, and then my son went over, Elijah, and he got them ready for his little brother. So there's 2 sets, one for each kid, just to keep them busy, have both of them make their own puppets. So right now what we're going to be doing is coloring them. And with either doing it on the white paper or doing it on manila folders, you can do it even on cardboard. We have the colors. Y'all can start, guys. So you have colors, markers, pencil colors. We have the popsicle sticks. I got several. I found these at Family Dollar for $1. And I always have them on hand. Then we also have these wooden dowels if you can't find popsicle sticks. Works the same way. I also got each boy a pair of scissors. That way once they color, they will have to cut out their puppet. And then we're going to start to either utilize, you can open it, either utilize the glue or tape. So I have a glue for both boys because my boys tend to fight over everything. And I also have 2 tapes. So this is going to work out really well once we finish our puppets. And we just need to start coloring and decorating them. And then I'm going to start helping them by cutting out whatever you want to use. Just here, throw it right here. Oh, also something that's very important on our crafting table, we also have Germex. Something, if I know we're at home, so my kids already wash their hands, but I just wanted to show you how important it is to make sure that your hands are always clean. I'm sorry?
Wash your hands.
To wash your hands. Make sure that they're always clean. In between, if you touch your face, make sure that you come back and you use some Germex, or you can get up and wash your hands with soap for at least 20 seconds. So you need help to color? Well, we need to get started on it. That way I can help you cut out so we can put them together. I'm gonna do one. You can do. So pretty basically, I'm gonna go ahead and help out my little one. I'm gonna pick out my colors. So this is a really cool activity on that website that I mentioned earlier, the learncreatelove.com. There are tons of options, and it gives you just endless possibilities of what you can do and what you can create with your children. I know that my kids are a little bit older. This is something more geared for, I would say, a kindergartner, those pre-K kids that don't have a lot of options to do stuff. You can start coloring. I need you to start so we can, cut them. Start coloring yours, Isaiah. You're going to use markers or colors? What are you going to use? Whatever you want to use, just go ahead and start. So, I really enjoy this activity because I used to do something similar with the kids, but we would use fingers. We would do a lot of finger play when they were little, and they always seemed to enjoy it. Another thing that I used to let them do with the washable markers, I would sit there and they would go crazy drawing all over me. It was something so simple, just markers and they would really enjoy it. Since we're all home pretty much right now, it's just something small, something to fill the time, and it's actually something that is leaving lasting memories for your children. It's enhancing, that protective factor, family bonding. It's really important to make sure that you utilize all your time that you have with your kids, going outside, making, different little activities outside. Taking something like this outside is also really fun to do. I know that the next activity that I'm going to be working on with here at home for my next Facebook Live will be baking with my children. So they're really looking forward to that activity. It's something that we do on a regular basis. And I know that they always enjoy it. So of course with coloring there's lots of quiet time. I'm just trying to get them, to help them to finish up decorating, coloring, their little pictures. And then we're going to start cutting. This is actually one of my kids' favorite things to do is color, draw, paint. They do a lot of that in their free time. Right now, we tend to get together. Each one will be drawing different things, and we get together and we talk about why we like the drawing, you know, and which brings me to speak about why communication is important. So communication right now is really important. You need to make sure that you keep in touch with your loved ones, especially the people that live in your own household, because there's things that could be going on for them that are different than what I'm going through. Everybody is experiencing different things, and the best way to understand what someone's going through is to communicate. You know, speak about how your day is going, even though they've been home all day. Just something as simple as that. You know, and through these experiences that we're doing right now, like just coloring and drawing, in a little bit, I'm sure my kids are going to get comfortable and they're going to start talking about what they're doing, and they're going to start asking questions, because that's usually the way it goes. It's just that right now they know that the camera's on, so they're kind of being quiet. But communication is something that we practice every day. It's really important to be very open, and what's wrong? If you're not open and talking about those feelings, you know, it could lead to some risky behaviors, you know. Like right now, you really shouldn't be gathering in groups. A lot of teenagers are unfortunately still getting together with their friends, you know, some adults even. And it's just, we need to remember that we need to practice social distancing, and one way to practice it during this time is to effectively communicate, you know, by phone, by text, you know, video call. There's tons of different ways to practice social distancing. Not just standing 6 feet away from each other. So, boys, right now, with the coloring of the activity, I know y'all are super busy and super into it. What is one thing that y'all like about this activity?
I like coloring.
You like coloring?
Yeah.
Yeah? What else do you like doing? You like doing stuff together?
Mm-hmm.
Like what were we doing yesterday? Were you and your brother before you had to do your video call?
We're playing with the hose.
They were playing with the water hose, you know, just getting outside, having fun. And we have like a slip and slide, so the boys were, they had set it up outside in the backyard, and they were running around back and forth, having a blast, getting wet, having fun. You know, it's really important. Communicate, spend time together, do some kind of activity that you wouldn't normally do. You'd be surprised of the outcome. You'd be surprised of the smiling faces, you know, the difference in behavior. I know that before the pandemic hit the United States, we used to do these activities in person, and we would go in the areas that I oversee, which is Jim Hawk, Zapata, Brooks, Kennedy, and Clayburg. We used to go into different classrooms, and it's a lot easier to do it in person versus over the phone, like through Facebook Live, let's say, just because the kids are constantly engaging, they're constantly asking you questions, you know, and there's more feedback about what's going on, what you're doing, you know. We start talking about all the different ways that they can do this at home, that they could incorporate an activity like this at home, but we're already home. So I kind of feel like I'm running out of things to say, but it's just because this is all different and new to me. So bear with me. And I hope y'all are enjoying the activity. I'm almost done with mine, that way I can start cutting. if you're already done with one, start cutting. You have your scissors.
I'm gonna do all of them.
Huh? You're done with all of them? You finished before me.
No. I'm done with that.
Cut it out. So just to be ready.
Okay. You're not ready for your scissors, right? So if y'all have a kindergartner, even first or second grade, this is an activity that they're really going to enjoy. Once we get started with the actual play, it's going to be cute. It's going to be enjoyable. Finish cutting yours, babe. That way we can cut it. The cutting's not going to be perfect, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm going to finish it. You got it.
Yes.
Get your paper.
Isn't it the house of the hay and then the house of stars?
Yeah, look. So it doesn't matter how it's colored, but kind of do it quickly. That way we can do the gluing to the sticks. Are you going to want it with glue or tape on your sticks? Hmm?
Blue.
You think it's going to stick with the glue really well?
No,
Well, actually, I can take.
it'll stick with the tape.
It'll stick with the tape better?
Yeah.
Oh, you put too much.
You think I put too much? I don't think so. I think I put it good. We'll just put a little bit of tape after. Just continue.
I don't know what color you colored.
So, if anyone is watching this activity and they're interested in utilizing some of our services, you know, we can customize certain activities to fit different needs. We're trying to actually reach out to different schools in our service area to set possible presentations up virtually where we talk about, you know, we could talk about a substance of your choice, you know, a topic of your choice and relate it to protective and risk factors. And of course, we can always be reached on our agency website. Or if you're in Jim Hog, Zapata, Brooks, Kennedy, and Cape counties, you can always reach out to me at mhuerta@bhsst.org. And you can request to speak to me, and we can work something out. That way we can maybe communicate over the phone. So I have two ready.
My house.
Hmm?
My house.
Does this remind y'all of being at school?
Kind of. No.
Kind of.
We don't really
Nah.
do this at school.
You don't do this at school? Well, not anymore, right? Because you're a big boy. You're a man. Huh, Isaiah?
I guess.
A little man. Here's a third of Isaiah's. You have something else ready that I can cut? Do you need me to help you color him? I'm gonna help him color his puppets. See, I had thought about having them pre-colored, pre-cut, ready to go, but then I figured that it gives them the experience, you know, of creating it, and then they're gonna help me carry out the play. So when we're done, we're gonna move the table a little bit. My daughter's gonna stay there recording, and we're gonna put the table in a way where you'll be able to only see the puppets, you won't see us. And then the YouTube video that I have, the link I have, will be playing the actual play. You ready for this? Oh, do you want to finish this one? Thank you. Well, whose is this one? This one's yours.
No, Elijah cut his.
This is mine. That's
Oh,
mine.
this one's yours. Sorry. Hurry, hurry. That way we can get the play going. That's what I'm super excited for. Of course, this can be done with any childhood favorite story.
What about Jack and the Beanstalk?
I could maybe do something like that. That would be really cool. Jack and the Beanstalk. What other stories do y'all remember?
Jack and
I was about to say that.
Jack and Jill. Yeah.
Jack and Jill and
Yeah. That would be another cool little puppet activity idea.
the boy who cried the wolf.
Huh? The boy who cried wolf. Yeah. It's another really interesting one. So, explore the possibilities that you and your children can do at home. You know, of course, after they finish their schoolwork and they've had their outside exercise time. Sorry, this is something really cool to do, like maybe right before dinner. I think it's a good idea. That way it...
When is dinner?
Today?
Yeah.
You mean for us?
Yeah.
Around 6, Elijah?
What are we eating?
Huh?
What are we eating?
Tuna.
Today it's tuna.
Tuna?
Yeah. Yes.
I like tuna. It's good.
Huh. You like tuna?
It's good.
What's another activity that we like playing? We like playing the name that quote of the different movies that we see. Y'all remember when y'all were little that we used to play that a lot? Okay, whose was this one?
Isaiah's.
Isaiah's, right?
Obviously.
So after we're done, we're gonna pick and choose which items we're gonna use because we only need one set. So the boys will decide. They'll take a little quick vote on whose puppets we're gonna be using. Maybe yours. He's all that we're using his. Do you need me to help you cut out? You're not even done with these? Help you tell me something?
Working on perfection in this show.
Elijah's gonna pick.
Huh?
Elijah's gonna pick his own creation.
He's gonna pick his own. Well, we'll mix it up. We'll pick like maybe 2,
Yeah.
or we'll pick 2, no, 3 and 3.
That's what I was thinking.
That's a good idea. To avoid disagreements and arguments, right?
Don't touch my colors. No. You're a noob.
Well, I was looking for these.
They're right there.
Oh.
I see y'all are getting comfortable.
My cup.
Huh?
None comes in between my toes.
We're almost done. They look so cute. The little puppets. I love them. So years ago when I first started working, when mine were little, I started working at a daycare. No, first I was working at a daycare.
Oh,
When y'all were like little.
That's Subway?
Yeah.
Oh. You should still work at Subway.
Really?
Yeah.
So whenever I would work at the daycare, I used to come up with little activities like this for the kids, and they enjoyed it so much. It was, you know, just a way for them to get comfortable. They start talking. As you see, the boys, they're starting to warm up, and they feel a little bit better about being on camera. And it's just awesome to see the conversations that happen because, you know, take your mind off of what's going on, especially right now. You know, whenever you're with your kids and you're doing stuff like this, you know, listen. Don't judge. Don't be quick to give your input. Let them talk about whatever they have on their mind, and just be a good listener. It's really important in order to have effective communication. One of the things that you must do is be an effective listener. Be a listening spirit. You know, and also like when someone's talking, you keep eye contact. Of course, right now since we're doing an activity, it's a little bit challenging, but y'all catch my drift. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, sometimes for little ones, it's really hard for them to talk about what's happening to them, what's going on, like I had mentioned earlier. And
My hands are shaking.
Whenever we're doing stuff like this, we kind of just, it's relaxing, it's calming. You start thinking about all the things that you wanted to say before, but there just wasn't an opportunity. So I know that probably if I wasn't talking, the boys would start talking more, but I keep on talking and interrupting. Awesome. You want to finish this one? Coloring the piggies this color. Also to let y'all know, tomorrow we're going to be having 3 more lives aired on this channel. So make sure to tune in. We're going to be having mindful breathing, and this is at 11 a.m. And you're going to be learning how to reduce stress and find balance with us. We're also going to be having Kindness Rocks. This one seems like a really cool activity because it's BYOR, bring your own rock. And this is going to be at 1 p.m. And we're going to be doing, it's a session of rock painting as we discuss positive engagement and communication among families during challenging times. Let's see. And then the last event that we're going to be having tomorrow will be Prevention in Action. This is important safeguards for your home. And this is at 3 p.m. So join our Facebook Live for that last one to learn about the importance of safeguarding prescription medications and alcohol at home. So I'm just going to finish up the cutting with this activity. We just need, it takes like 7 minutes for the YouTube video. But I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time to do the puppets. The play, I mean. I'm going to ask real quick. You finished cutting all yours?
Yeah.
Yes? Start getting your sticks ready. Okay. Yes, your sticks.
You have to cut the bit between the bits.
Yes. If you can't cut it like perfect, just cut it circular. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to cut it perfect. Elijah, get it ready.
Okay.
Awesome. So we do have time to do the play. Okay, so whose houses are we going to use?
Mine might have more detail.
Okay, well then we can use Isaiah's piggies. You can stop doing those.
Okay.
That was just busy work. I just need to cut out these. Can y'all put these on sticks?
Who did this?
I did them for you.
I like this.
You like it? But we're gonna use the other ones. So just put those in here. We're gonna use Elijah's.
It's better. Mine's better.
Mine are better.
Not to brag, but mine.
Elijah, finish those.
You know what through this time.
Huh?
My houses are better.
Your houses are better
Yeah.
because you're so artistic.
Yeah.
I saw how creative you got when you were coloring your house.
I use shadows.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
use
good.
polka dots on the bed.
I love it. I love the way y'all created your things. They're so cool. I'm just going to use tape for these last ones just to get it on there faster.
See, mine are better.
You like them?
Yes, I would.
Okay, we're going to need, can you clear off the table? We can put it on the sofa, all the things, or put it over here on this seat. That way we can move the table so we can do the play.
Here's a little baby.
Ooh, I forgot one of the piggies.
We're gonna have like a little house.
How could I forget one?
It was Nevaeh.
Huh?
It was Nevaeh.
That was Nevaeh. Why?
I don't know.
I didn't do anything. I'm recording.
No, she forgot one piggy. There's
Wow.
2 boys.
Wow.
There's 1 girl.
Elijah.
Wow.
Ay, children. Okay. Can you move the chair back so we can push the table?
Only one.
Hurry. Push the table.
That's nice.
Hold.
I
I was saying I was supposed to push. So
I thought you meant flip it over.
sit down right here, guys. Can you see if we get down on the floor? Okay, I'm gonna start the YouTube
Ow.
video of the play. So we're gonna start and begin our play. Wait, go right in.
Hey,
Get down on the floor. Where are your houses? Here. Here. Okay, sit down on the floor. Which one do you want to be?
this
And you're gonna be each house or what? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready, guys?
This is a Walt Disney original little long playing record, and I am your Disneyland story reader. I'm going to begin now to read the story of time to turn the page when Tinkerbell rings her little bells like this. Let's begin now. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs who went out into the big world to build their homes and seek their fortunes. The first little pig did not like to work at all. He quickly built himself a house of straw. Then off he danced down the road to see how his brothers were getting along. The second little pig was building himself a house too. He did not like to work any better than his brother. So he had decided to build a quick and easy house of sticks. Soon it was finished too. It was not a very strong little house, but at least the work was done. Now the second little pig was free to do what he liked. What he liked to do was to play his fiddle and dance. So while the first little pig tooted his flute, the second little pig sawed away on his fiddle, dancing as he played. Then off danced the 2 little pigs down the road together to see how their brother was getting along. The third little pig was a sober little pig. He was building a house too, but he was building his of bricks. He did not mind hard work, and he wanted a stout little, strong little house, for he knew that in the woods nearby there lived a big, bad wolf, who liked nothing better than to catch little pigs and eat them up. So, slap, slosh, slap, away he worked, laying bricks and smoothing water between. Ha, 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 laughed the first little pig when he saw his brother hard at work. Ho, 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 laughed the second little pig. Come down and play with us, he called. But the busy little pig did not pause. Ho, 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 ha, 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 laughed the 2 lazy little pigs, dancing along to the tune of the fiddle and the flute. You can laugh and dance and sing, their busy brother called after them, but I'll be safe and you'll be sorry when the wolf comes to the door. Ha, 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 ho, 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 laughed the 2 little pigs again, and they disappeared into the woods, singing a merry tune. Just as the first pig reached his door, out of the woods popped the big bad wolf. The little pig squealed with fright and slammed the door. Little pig, let me come in, cried the wolf. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, said the little pig. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, roared the wolf. And he did. He blew the little straw house all to pieces. Away raced the little pig to his brother's house of sticks. No sooner was he in the door when knock, knock, knock.
This is a chick.
There was the big bad wolf. Of course, the little pigs would not let him come in.
The second one.
I'll fool those little pigs, said the big bad wolf to himself. He left the little pig's house and he hid behind a big tree. Soon the door opened and the 2 little pigs peeked out. There was no wolf in sight. Ha, 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 ho, 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 laughed the 2 little pigs. We fooled him! Soon there came another knock at the door. It was the big bad wolf again. He had covered himself with a sheepskin and was curled up in a big basket, looking like a little lamb. second little pig. I'm a poor little sheep with no place to sleep. Please open the door and let me in, said the big bad wolf with a sweet little voice. The little pig peeked through the crack of the door, and he could see the wolf's big black paws and sharp fangs. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. You can't fool us with that sheepskin, said the second little pig. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, cried the angry old wolf. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he blew the little pig house all to pieces. Away raced the two little pigs, straight to the third little pig's house of bricks. Don't worry, said the third little pig to his two frightened little brothers. You are safe here. Soon they were all singing gaily. This made the big bad wolf perfectly furious. Now by the hair of my chinny chin chin, he roared, I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. So the big bad wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, but he could not blow down that little house of bricks. How could he get in? At last he thought of the chimney. So up he climbed quietly. Then with a snarl, down he jumped, right into a kettle of boiling water. With a yelp he sprang straight up the chimney again and raced away into the woods. The three little pigs never saw him and spent their time in the strong little brick house, singing and dancing merrily.
That's it. So I hope y'all enjoyed our play. It was really funny to see them improvise the way they were doing. They were making me laugh so much. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. And remember, if y'all like some ideas, just visit that website, learncreatelove.com, for your own little puppets, for your templates, for anything. Also, just be constantly checking in on our channel. We're having different things, like I said earlier, the 3 different things that we have going on. So don't forget to join us. Thank you for visiting. Bye.